So in this problem, we're analyzing a head-on collision. Two gliders are moving towards each other on a linear air track, which we assume is frictionless. So the first glider, glider A, has a mass of 0.50 kilograms. And glider B has a mass of 0.3 kilograms. And now they're both moving with an initial speed of 2.0 meters per second. After they collide, glider B moves away with a final velocity that's x-component is 2.0 meters per second. So the final velocity of glider B is going to be 2.0 meters per second, and this is in the x direction. So now we're being asked to find what is the final velocity of glider A. So to begin with, I'm going to draw a little diagram. So we have the two gliders, and they're heading towards each other, and they're both going 2.0 meters per second. But since this glider is going in this direction, he's actually going to be going negative 2.0 meters per second. So the first thing we're going to do is try to find the initial momentum. So to find the initial momentum, we'll multiply the mass and initial velocity of both gliders and add them up. So we know that for glider A, well, let me mark them here. For glider A, the mass is 0.5 kilograms, and its initial velocity is 2.0 meters per second. And then for glider B, it has a mass of 0.3 kilograms, and it has a velocity of negative 2.0 meters per second. And so let's multiply these values. 0.5 times 2 is 1, plus a negative 0.6. And that's going to give us an initial momentum of 0.4 kilograms times meters per second. That's our initial momentum. But we're trying to find the final velocity for A. So now let's try to find the final momentum and work from there. It's going to be the same idea over here, but instead of using the initial velocities, we're going to use the final velocities that we do know. So again, the mass for our first glider is 0.5, and we don't know the final velocity of glider A, but we do know that glider B is 0.3 kilograms, and its final velocity is 2.0 meters per second. And now we know that in this system, the initial momentum and the final momentum are going to be the same. So we'll use our initial momentum and plug it right here since it should be the same. And then we'll work from here, 0.5, the final velocity of A, plus 0.6, and we subtract 0.6 from both sides, we're going to have negative 0.2, 0.5, final velocity of A, and that's going to leave us with A's final velocity is negative 0.4 meters per second. That is the final velocity of A that we have found.